Welcome to Dealbox Daily, episode 11. I am Brendan McShane, and I am your host. We are here to go through all the latest crypto and blockchain news so you don't have to. Covering from blockchain, digital assets, and fintech. And if you're an entrepreneur that needs help with private placements, alternative investments, or category design, please check out Dealbox. So watch the live stream, listen to the podcasts, and read the blog. But if you want to learn more about Dealbox, go to dlbx.io, and here we'll jump right into Article 1. Solana, Cardano, Avalanche could threaten Ethereum DeFi dominance. Competition within Layer 1 is heating up as such protocols and their native tokens that look to rival Ethereum have seen sharp growth in recent weeks. So Ethereum continues to control roughly 77% of total value locked, but that's down 20% from 5 months prior. One thing about the stat that I would like to know more about would be, is it down because people have taken their total value locked out of Ethereum DeFi protocols and moved into these alternative DeFi protocols? Or have these other alternative DeFi protocols gone up so much that it has taken a bigger total of the market of the $110 billion in total value locked? The other thing to look at of Ethereum's coming down is when it goes into smart contracts, Ethereum still holds 80% of the entire smart contract category, but that's down over 8% in the past. These new alternatives don't have a huge use in smart contracts yet. The big one that we're going to really see come out and see if their smart contracts will compete to the same level as Ethereum's or even better is Cardano. They're releasing in a few weeks, so we'll see how well their smart contracts actually going to run. That's why their coin has even been up recently, because people are betting on that it will be better. Solana, which has been blowing up, as I'm sure everyone has seen, their chain can do 400 millisecond block times for less than a cent per transaction, and they can do about 50,000 transactions per second, which would rival NASDAQ. That's insane. We'll have to see how that goes further. Their coin has been up 234% of the past 30 days. And if you also look at Terra's Luna, they're up 208% the past 2 days, and then Avalanche, AvaX is up 215%. So all these combined, these are a couple of different Layer 1 protocols that are competing against Ethereum. We'll have to see, though. I mean, how well people have to go to adapt and build on top of them. Ethereum has, as we still see, 77% of the market total value locked, 80% of the smart contract market. But yeah, they've lost a solid amount of market share in general. From being a dominant factor, losing that much market share in just a matter of months is a lot. But coming up, well, I think the big news here is going to see how well Solana moves forward and how well they build out their marketplace and their NFT marketplace, and Cardano launching their smart contracts and Avalanche's new bridge. We'll see how much that picks up. How scammers are exploiting the NFT mania. The crypto industry has always been plagued by opportunistic scammers, from those running Twitter giveaways to ones airdropping tokens as bait, which steal all your tokens in one try if you try to move them. So the first thing we're going to touch on is one key tactic has been to pretend to provide support services on behalf of NFT marketplace OpenSea. So what these people are doing is, when the support of OpenSea is on Discord, but you can make your name on Discord look just like OpenSea's support room. So when users buy an NFT on OpenSea and they have any problems, like they can't open any of the special content in the NFT, or they don't see in their wallet, they reach out on Discord, and one of these fake accounts called OpenSea Support or something around there that looks legit will say, come DM me, and you start messaging them, and then they'll take control of your screen and everything looks fine, and then they'll ask you to open your MetaMask. But the problem with that is there's a function in MetaMask that can connect alternative devices, and they go to that function and then enter their phone or computer using your MetaMask by using your screen, and then they're able to drain your entire account, which has happened to this poor user right here, and Jeffrey Nichols, who said the exact thing happened to them, and he's the creative director of Authentic AI. He went on OpenSea Discord looking for help, and it turned out that he got scammed and he lost all of his NFTs. MetaMask has to actually temporarily disable this function because of this, but this is nothing of the fault of blockchain security. This is the fault of pure scammers just going on your computer and finessing you out of your assets. The same thing can happen with your USD. They go on your computer and they're able to lock it or get into your bank accounts. So it has nothing to do with blockchain security. It has to do how the users are using it and in a secure way. The second thing that you should look out for is Not only scammers are targeting NFTs in general, they're also focusing specifically on the mints, or that there is a perfect time to catch people off guard. So the mints, there's a couple of little games that are playing here, but one good one to look out for is that they can make a fake website that's mints and then get access to your wallet and then able to drain it of all the NFTs. So really what's suggested by the top people that you should do is make a second wallet just for minting NFTs, and then send that to your main wallet. Don't ever use your main wallet while minting NFTs, just in case you get caught by one of these schemes. And this guy right here, who's an analyst for a blockchain firm, Chase Devins, research analyst, and he got scammed with an NFT minting. Can happen to anyone. Just so you know that is just proper formatting of just make a different wallet, mint it, send it over to your account. Candidate for Minnesota governor releases campaign NFTs. Scott Jensen is minting several NFTs to raise money for his campaign. He claims to be the first political campaign in history to do this, and I believe he's correct. Purchasing one of the NFTs unlocks access to rewards program of prizes throughout the campaign, such as an opportunity to meet Jensen and watch the Minnesota Vikings game with former NFL player Matt Brick. There will be 225,000 of each edition of the NFTs. There's 2 NFTs, and they'll be purchased for $5. Since this is a political contribution, they get maxed out at $4,000 per person, $8,000 per couple. Here's the part that I think is going to be difficult. I don't know how they're going to be able to verify that, because people could make tons of wallets and purchase as many as they want. I know that this is not a crazy amount of money. It's a couple thousand per person, but these are where you start looking at games can be played with this. People can make tons of wallets, not exactly secure, don't know who's on the other end of the line. So I don't know what platform they're going to be using for this, but it would definitely have to be KYC. There's no way OpenSea or something like that could do this, because they're going to have to keep track. And here's really where the liability comes down. This is probably also why a lot of other politicians have stayed out of the space. But we've said it before that I'll say it again, that I think politicians will continue to use NFTs and cryptocurrencies in general to make headlines like this for running their campaigns. I mean, this is really just a headline grab. And, you know, it's an alternative way of raising money, and maybe he's reaching out to a younger generation that he normally may not have connected with as easily. But I really didn't think I'd be seeing this from an older candidate from Minnesota. I thought it'd be more of a younger AOC type, but good for him. Decentralized search engine becomes default option for European Android devices. The decision by Google to list pre-search as a default browser option follows a protracted legal battle with the European Commission over accusations that the technology company used Android to solidify its search engine dominance. In 2018, the European Commission's antitrust regulator fined Google a record of 4.24 billion euros for unfairly limiting competition on smartphone operating systems. In 2019, Google said it will allow search engine rivals to compete for free on Android devices. This is a great choice by them, because they said if they're going to open it up to someone else and it can't be them, this was a good pick. They picked a decentralized search engine, which that they can actually backdoor control of, because these coins do sell on they're traded, PRE tokens. CoinMarketCap says it's trade for less for 5 cents, and the project has total market cap of 17 million. Yeah, Google might not be invested in them right now, but in the future, if this company does go up, Google can easily go grab a huge amount of their tokens and actually have control over the governance of pre-search. So they're playing a little games here, something else to look out for about being totally decentralized, that Google, something that big, can just swoop in and buy the whole thing away. Just look out for that in the future. The pre-search, though, only could do 1 million searches per day. They have 2.3 million users, and they've increased 300% since January. And this actually is coming out September 1, so we'll actually see how much traction this will build up. Now that is the default option on Android devices. Only in Europe, though. Pantera-backed Braintrust launches token on Ethereum mainnet. The project, launched publicly in June 2020, has now generated $31 million in gross revenue, up from $3.5 million during the time of unveiling. Braintrust announced Wednesday, since the June of last year, Braintrust community has tripled in size, boasting enterprise clients such as Goldman Sachs, American Eagle Outfitters, Elysian, Porsche, Under Armour, and Wayfair. The average monetary value of the project listed on Braintrust has grown to $57,000, with a sum as large as $300,000. Braintrust is looking to capitalize on shifting labor markets trends in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, and a lot of workers are now going remote. They said that knowledge workers, meanwhile, have been able to forge new paths as independent workers straddling both traditional and gig economy jobs. By 2027, it is estimated that half the U.S. workforce will be employed as freelancers in the gig economy. That is a drastic change of how the entire economy would end up working. But this is a way for communities to be able to get together and on a decentralized platform and actually share in all the work and projects. So they're basically kind of building a company of freelance workers that they all get rewarded for community building and referrals. But their token, Braintrust, or Burst, I guess you pronounce their token, has 250 million tokens and is currently being sold. So you can buy that. And like I said, lastly, tune into our next episode on Friday, September 3rd, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And thank you all for tuning in. Until next time. Bye.